Alrighty, good day, yogis. This is Stephen Cheng coming to you live from 50 Regions in the observatory. 50 Regions part of Liberty Harbor in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment, and my handle is Simha Yoga Lab. And the four-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for verification. Online classes are $10, and if you're having a difficult time right now, $5 is fine. Please do the best you can. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and then the videos are uploaded to my YouTube channel, Simha Yoga Lab. You can visit those platforms anytime for classes. Note that if you're thinking about coming to studio classes with me, so today is actually the last day for the season for us to be outside, but it's super windy out there, so unfortunately, we couldn't take advantage of the sun today, but we're indoors today. And so note that going forward, today's the 15th, and so the 21st and 22nd will be the first of November, will be the first weekend that officially we're going to start coming indoors to the observatory. So note that we'll have indoor classes. The door will be open so that we have free-flowing air in here so that we have good circulation. So note that that is the case, and it's probably about 1,000 square feet in here, so there's plenty of space. I'm keeping it very socially distanced. Even though we can fit about 18 people in here at 6 feet apart, I'm not doing that many people. I'm doing about 10 to 12. So that's a good 8 to 10 feet between each person, right? So as you can see, the space is pretty good, and we have airflow. So note that I'm keeping even more strict social distancing standards. So your safety and your health is super important to me. So coming back indoors, I'm going to really try to be as safe for you as possible. So the regular CDC standards are also in place with the hand sanitizers and the temperatures. So make sure that if you're thinking about coming to classes again, go to the website, simhayoga.com. The instructions are there on how to get to 50 Regions. And also, you do need to send me your reservations, okay? So all the information is on there. All right, so today's class is open flow. It is a level 1, level 2. If you're working with any kind of injuries, special conditions, or limitations, make sure that you modify as you need or skip poses altogether. All right, let's sit up tall. Any injuries with you today? Okay. Palms face up and fingers come together. Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. Grounding evenly. Let your shoulders broaden. And with your lips touching, start to regulate your breath by breathing only through your nose. And as you smooth out your breath, letting the inhales even out with your exhales. 3 arms together. Inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of the heart, pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the room, lifting the heart up towards the sky, setting your intention for your yoga practice, devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Calling it fine. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarva Vishtan, Sarva Vishtan, Tato Piva, Yaha Smari, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Vishendraha, Vishendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Starting to open the eyes, let the palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side, elongating through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release back to center, drop the right hand, left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then the chin toward the left shoulder. Release back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest, make circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back, opposite side, roll the center. Take a few more rounds at your own pace. Draw the chin back to center and pause, and take in the opposite direction. Coming back to center again, lift the chin parallel to the floor and meet your spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Turning your toes toward each other, and then roll out. Draw in, roll out. Draw in, out of rotation, circle. Back to center, switch them around in a rotation. And come back to center again, cross the shins, opposite shin on top. Raise the arms up high, extend, twist to the right on the exhale. Inhale back to center, arms up. Exhale, other side. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back up, other side. Take back up, legs forward, forward fold. Take it back up again, step the feet to the floor, pivot to your heels, support your hands behind you, and winch your wet knees side to side. You can walk your feet out a little bit wider. Yeah, there you go. And come back to center. Step the left foot down. Take right ankle on top of the left knee and step the left heel in. Next, flex your right foot and sit up tall. And then press your left heel down, lift the seat, a three-legged tabletop. Release your seat back down. Extend the left leg forward. Solve the right foot in your left leg. Janu Shirshasana. Left hand down, right arm up and fold. Switch on. There you go. As if you're doing this for the first time. It's because when a lot of people get confused with left and right, and so when you start telling people left and right, left and right, left and right, people get very confused. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Take the right heel, draw back in space. So think about the legs being about 90 degrees. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, and again fold over left leg. Take back up, twist to the right. Side bend over the left leg. So lean over your left leg, raise your right arm up and overhead, and extend. Now, if you have a little bit more range to bind the right hand to the left foot, take it. Release, take it back up, square back to center. Left hand to the floor for support, right arm forward, bend your right elbow. Draw the right elbow back, twist to your left. Draw the right elbow back. Twist to your left. Draw back and twist. Stay twisting. Then take the right hand to the floor for support. Walk your left hand further back and twist even more. And square back to center. Half T to spinal twist. Carry the right leg over. Right hand behind you, left arm up and twist. Take it back to center. Counter twist. Square back to center. Both legs forward. Raise the arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Take it back up. Step the feet to the floor again. Let the feet be wide. Pivot to your heels and windshield wiper your knees side to side. And come back to center. Step the right foot down. Left ankle on top of the right knee. Flex your left foot and step the heel in. Sit up top. Three-legged tabletop. Lift. Release. Take the seat back down. Extend the right leg forward. Janushirshasana. Solve the left foot in the right leg. Right hand to the floor. Left arm is up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, release. Take it back up. Exhale, twist to your left. Take it back to center again. Carry your left leg back behind you. 90 degrees if you can. Right hand to the floor. Left arm is up and fold. Inhale. Take it back up. Keep the legs. Twist to your left. And then side bending over the right leg. Reach your left arm overhead. Now this is pretty easy and you can easily bind the left hand to right foot. Take the bind. Release. Take it back up. Right hand to the floor. Left arm forward. Bend your left elbow. Draw the left elbow back. Twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. Then release your left hand to the floor for support. Walk your right hand further back and then twist even more. Take it back to center. Carry the left leg over. Seated spinal twist. Half variation. Left hand behind you, right arm up and twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Back to center again. Soles of feet together, knees apart. Draw the heels in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And take it back up. Cross your shins. Roll forward. Down dog. Pedal out the legs. All right, when you're ready, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in towards the nose and round the spine. Inhale, kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Extend the right foot back up, step it forward, warrior one. Exhale, open it up, warrior two. Reach your left hand down, forward and up into warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Right hand inside the foot, left arm up. With your left hand, reach it over to the left side and down towards the floor. Yep, watch. To the left side and down towards the floor. Yep, and then open it back up. So you're rotating into the spine. Reach your left hand to the side and down towards the floor. And then open back up. To the side, down towards the floor. Open it back up and let's take a half bind here. Left hand behind you and stack your shoulders a little bit more. Keep the half bind. Come up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back. Plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So when you turn the other way, you're not going to see me, right? So make sure you remember that one. Inhale, left heel up to sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee in towards the nose and round. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Extend the left foot back up, step it forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reach your right hand down, forward and up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Right arm reaching up. So rotating in the spine. Reach your right hand to the right side and down towards the floor. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, roll it open. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll open into a half bind. So wrapping your right hand back behind you and stack the shoulders. Keep the half bind. Inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in towards the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips and bend the right knee. Right knee touch the outside of the right arm. Kick it back up. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Hook your thumbs. Reach up and pull the hands apart to activate your arms and shoulders. Bring the back for back bend. Take it up to vertical, side bend to your left. So pull with your left thumb. Back to center, side bend to the right, pull with your right thumb. Back to center, release, reach your arms forward. Inhale, open up the arms, draw as far back as you can, engaging upper back. Exhale, draw the arms in toward each other and touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. This time, when you open again, wrap the hands back behind you, broaden your shoulders, lift up, gaze upwards. Exhale, bow forward. Devotional warrior. Take it back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, triangle. Now this time, you're going to take circles with your left hand. Reach your left hand back, down, forward, and up. 3 times. Back, down, forward, and up. One more, back, down, forward, and up into a half bind. Wrapping your left hand back behind you. Let your shoulders stack. Keep the half bind. Come up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot stepping back, plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left heel up. Left knee in towards the nose. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee outside of the left arm to touch. Kick it back up. Step the left knee forward. Warrior one. Now, when you hook your thumbs this time, take the other thumb on top. Reach up. Pull the hands apart. Lean it back for the back bend. Take it up to vertical, side bending to the right. Back to center, side bending to the left. Back and reach the arms forward. Inhale, open as far back as you can. Exhale, draw the arms forward and touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw forward. When you take it back, wrap the hands back behind you. Non-dominant interlacing of the hands. Lift up, gaze upwards. And then bow forward. Devotional warrior. Inhale, take it back up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Lengthen out the left leg. Triangle. So big circles with the right arm. Reach the right arm back. Down. Forward and up. Back. Down. Forward and up. Back. Down. Forward. Up and half bind. Right hand behind you. And stack. Keep the half bind. Come up. Reverse triangle. And bend the front knee, hands to the floor. Left foot back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in towards the nose. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Left hand, catch your right wrist, extend, side bend left. Come back up, switch hands, extend, side bend right. Back to center. Wrap the right arm underneath the left, eagle arms, lift up, gaze up. And then bow forward, devotional. Now, you can just hover in space if you have more range. It could be your hands touching down. If you have even more range, it could be your forearm. Inhale, release. Take it all the way back up. Open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Exhale, bound side angle. Wrapping your right arm underneath to take the other hand. Release. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot kicks up. Open up the hips, bend the right knee, and flip the dog. When you're ready to flip it back again, right foot forward, right into your half moon. Right hand forward about a foot, move off to right side, and take your balance. Begin to step it back. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Exhale. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Inhale. Left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Inhale. Kick it up. Open up the hips. Bend the left knee. Left knee outside the left arm to touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick back up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Right hand touching the left wrist. Extend, side bending to the right. Take it back up. Switch hands. Extend, side bending to the left. Take it back up. Wrapping the right arm underneath. Lift the elbows up. And then bow forward. Devotional. Either hover in space or touch your hands down. If you have for more range, your forearms. Start to release. Take it back up. Release for warrior two. Reverse warrior. Exhale, bound side angle. Wrapping your left arm underneath you to catch the other hand. Lift up, lean back, and stack. Release. Inhale, come back up. Reverse. Hands to the floor. Left foot kicks up and flip the dog. When you're ready to flip it back around, it is right into your half moon. Left foot forward. Left hand a little up to the side. Come right up into your balance. Begin to step it back. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Step the left foot forward. Low lunge. Right foot forward. Standing forward bend. Feet together. Knees together. Take it up. Chair. Bend your left elbow. Right hand to left elbow. Side bend to the right. Stay side bending. Wrap the right hand back behind you. And then release your left elbow to outer right knee and twist. You may stay here or take the side crow to the right. Good. Hold on to it. Okay, square back. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right, tree pose. When you're taking a tree, let's interlace your fingers. Press forward and up. Let's add the side bend to the right. Square back, release your hands. Shiva Nataraj. Draw the right heel forward and back. Grab the inside of the right foot with your right hand. Lean forward as kick back. Release to step back, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse, warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot stepping back, and let's lower all the way down to the belly. Sphinx pose. Walk your hands forward, arms down. Measure out by grabbing opposite elbows, back to shoulders width. Taking your forearms down, making sure you have roughly 90 degrees so your shoulders line up with the elbows. Then press your belly and your lower ribs down, and then pressing your forearms down to lift your chest. Gently looking forward and slightly down, right? So if you look straight forward, you're crunching the back of the neck. If you look slightly down, you're lengthening the back of the neck. And once you have that shape, start to think more subtly. Lower your belly, your lower ribs toward the floor. So think about flattening your lower belly. And with that, you should feel a release to your sacrum, to your lower back, to your lumbar spine. You should feel a little bit more space. And maybe even your lower back is a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more released. As you keep breathing, keep feeling for that subtlety of the release of your lower back towards the sacrum. Now keep in mind that in this process of releasing, once you start moving again, you have to be super careful about reactivating everything and coming out of the pose, right? Because at this point, you're letting everything release and it's going into some level of depth, right? And when that happens and you're disengaged, you cannot require your body to all of a sudden engage 100%, right? And then go in the opposite direction. You have to start re-engaging, right? Incrementally, so that you can safely come out of this pose into a counter pose, which is a forward bend. All right, so coming out of the pose, you're going to press into your hands, lighten the weight of the elbows so they can draw the elbows outwardly and lowering your chest. Walking your hands back, pressing into your hands and gently lift into your child's pose. Nice and slow in the transition to stretch your lower back. Lift back up. Camel pose, tuck your toes under. If you need to take extra padding, if you have some extra padding, you can do that. Or you can take your mat and double fold it in that way. Right? That would actually be triple the mat. Once you're ready, let's take a variation today. You're going to take the left hand to grab the outside of the left foot. So it is a camel pose position where the foot is off the floor and you're balancing on the knee. So reach your right hand forward, up and back. Release. Let's switch sides. Tuck the left toes under, pick up the right foot, grabbing the outside of the right foot with your right hand, then reach your left arm forward, up and back. Begin to come back to neutral, release. Walk your hands forward, hands and knees, and taking a cat pose, rounding the spine. And come back to neutral, come back to your down dog. Walk your hands forward, lift the knees. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, stand, forward bend. Feet together, knees together. Kick it up chair. Bend your right elbow, left hand to the right elbow, and side bend to your left. Stay side bending. Wrap the left arm back behind you and twist and side bend on you. Then release your right elbow to outer left knee for your twisted chair with a half bind. You may remain here or side crow to your left. And so once you lift into it, try to hold it. Press strongly into your fingers. That's okay, best you can. Okay, but try not to like. All right, let's break. Inhale. Square back to center chair. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee for tree pose. Sole of the left foot to inner right leg. And then hands together in prayer. Once you're set, interlace with the other thumb on top, press forward and up. Steady your balance here first. Keep the gaze at a fixed point anywhere to the floor ahead of you. And then if you're adding the side bend to your left, so note that your hips have to move slightly to the right as you bear the weight of the upper torso to the left. Right? So that's your counterbalancing. Begin to take it back up. Shiva Nataraj. Draw the left knee forward, left heel back. Swing the left hand back behind you to grab the inside of the foot. Make sure you have the correct rotation. Then lean forward as you kick back. Then start to release when you're ready and stepping it back to Warrior One. Open it up, Warrior Two. Reverse Warrior. And then hands to the floor, right foot stepping back. And again, lower all the way down to the belly for your Sphinx pose. Hands come forward, draw the elbows in, grab opposite elbows to measure for your shoulders. Then, as you release your forearms parallel to the floor, to each other, to the floor, make sure you get 90 degrees with your arms. Then press your belly and your lower ribs down, reach your toes back, let the sacrum release, let your lumbar spine release. Right? So in this pose, as you're holding it, it's all about subtlety. It's about those very deep inner muscles. It's not about the quads, right? Strengthening and activating. It's about letting the belly reach more and more and feel the belly towards the floor so that the internal organs start to also press downwards. And the spine, your lumbar spine, starts to release and press downwards, creating more length and space in between the vertebrae. Even though you're actively pressing down, it's not a very stiff and very strong pressing down, but a very internal, subtle pressing down. And if you're doing this right, it should feel like there is a release. There is all of a sudden all this space. And if you're not getting it right, that is okay. Right? These very subtle movements require a lot of skillful concentration. It's about experimenting and letting go and activating other muscles to kind of feel for it, right? All right, and gently starting to come out by pressing into your hands and lighten the low to your elbows so that you can move your elbows outwardly, lowering your chest. Then walk your hands back for support and gently, slowly working into your child's pose, beginning to stretch your lower back. And make your way back to your down dog. Bend the knees, inhale one breath. Exhale, walk or jump your feet forward between your hands. Feet together, knees together. Take it up, chair. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right knee. Right hand to the right knee or yogic toe lock to the right big toe. Extend. Counterbalance with the left arm out and open the heel to the side. Now, if you have more flexibility, it could be hand to heel and extend it. So by raising the heel higher, it's requiring more hip flexibility and hamstring flexibility. So go easy. All right, bend the front, right knee, draw back to center. Let's revolve it. Stay on the left leg. Left hand to grab the outer right heel or the outer right knee. Extend forward. Reach your right arm back to twist. Once you're nice and steady, if you want to take the gaze back as well, go ahead. Looking back forward again, revolve half moon. Swing the right leg back, right hand to the floor, left arm up to twist. Then step the right foot all the way back, circle it up and around, warrior two. Straddling for a bend, lengthen out the left leg. Turn the left toes to your right side, so make any adjustments you need. And the toes are slightly closer than your heels, hands to the hips. Lift up for back bend to prepare, and then exhale, forward fold. Let the hands come down, and then re-lengthen on the inhale. And with the best of your lengthiness, hinge at the hips to take it forward into your forward fold. You have plenty of time to stay here in a simple forward fold. Simple forward fold could be many variations as well. Yogic toe lock, hands to heels, turning your hands back and gripping palms to floor and fold. If you like inversions, go ahead and take your inversion. And before you lift, draw the elbows in and walk it in. Draw the elbows in toward each other. Yes. And then walk your feet in. Good. There you go. Nice and slow. Yes. Right, so you don't have to take both legs up at the same time or even that fast. Make sure, yes. Right? All right, so that's already better. So note that when you come up, right, I'll go sideways this way. Once you have one leg up, you don't have to take the other leg up right away. You can always balance here until you're steady. Also, if this leg coming up is difficult, you can move the back leg up a little bit and back, so that when you draw them together, they come to a straight line. So what happened was, your legs were still like this a little bit. That's why you were so heavy and you couldn't get the legs up because your legs are slanted. Right? So if you raise one leg up and slightly back, it will help you counterbalance it to come back a little bit. Right? If you want to take it one more time, good. Don't forget your arms. Yeah. Reach the top leg back a little bit. That's right. That's right. Right? So just play with, don't feel like your legs must stay in one position. They can always move around to counterbalance, okay? All right. Good. So on your second try, you'll get there. All right, when you're ready to break, hands are supporting, bending at the knees, the feet drop a little bit. Lift the head, lift the upper back, so now you're coming to a straighter spine. Using that lengthiness of the spine, shift the weight back towards your heels to rise up through the strength of the leg. Warrior two, reverse warrior, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Bend the knees in a one breath, walk a jump your feet forward between your hips. Feet together, knees together, take it up, chin. Stepping on the right foot, pick up the left knee. Left hand to knee or yogic toe lock, extend. Right arm out to counterbalance, and then open up the leg to the side. Once you're here, if you have a little bit more, it could be hand to heel, raise your left leg a little higher. Right? This requires more flexibility in the hips and the hamstrings, and also balance, right? Staying on the right leg, bend your left knee, revolving. Right hand to your left knee, or the right hand to outside the left foot, and extend. Reach your left arm back to twist. Now, once you're nice and steady, you have a good twist going, and you are feeling confident to turn the gaze to look behind you. You may take that. Staying on the right leg, revolve half moon, gaze forward, swing the left leg back, left hand to the floor, right arm up to twist. And begin to step it back for warrior two. Lengthen out the right leg, turn the right toes to the left side. Measure out your feet, hands to the hips. Lift up for the back bend to prepare. On the exhale, come back to neutral. Slight bending of the knees if you need to hinge at the hips to draw forward. Hands touch down. Re-lengthen, re-measure out, and then forward fold. I think you might be a little bit far. Let's move your mat in a little bit. I'm afraid that if you tip over, you're not going to be able to reach the wall. That's good. That's good. That's good. Walk your feet in as close as you can. Then activate your arms, elbows toward each other, so your arms are strong. Good. That's right. Just steady that. All right, so much better. Yeah, the technique is definitely there. You just have to practice it more. But you're understanding the counterbalance. No need that the first leg that goes up has to be straight, right? Of course, as you get more balance, going to straight line right away is perfect. But if you're not quite there yet and you need the counterbalancing, reach just slightly behind you. That will help tilt your tail back a little bit and also your pelvis back, and that makes the front leg a little bit lighter to come up. Keep them separate until you're steady, and then slowly, however you need, make your way into center. Okay? So taking your time, that looks good. That looks good. All right? So keep playing with that. All righty, when you're ready, hands supporting, bend at the knees if the feet drop a little, lift the head, lift the upper back for a straighter spine, and through the strength of the legs for warrior two. In our reverse warrior, we have the wrong direction. Hands to the floor, chaturanga, up dog, down, down. Left leg up, left knee in toward the nose for pigeon. Take the shin to the floor, angle out the left knee, left thigh, 30 to 45 degrees. Walk your hands back, elongate through the spine. You should feel levelness in the pelvis, lengthiness in the spine. Once you set that and you're feeling good, make your way forward, forward fold. You can stay in your forearms and make pillows to the hands. Right, so I've said this a million times, right? For those of you who are hearing this for the first time, or now you're a little bit more kind of receptive to hear it, right? I always encourage the leg, the front leg, to turn out 30 to 45 degrees. The reason why is because if you line up the knee with the hip, almost always people will end up sitting on the side of the leg for the forward fold and the pigeon. That is the wrong position because then your pelvis is tilted. What you're looking for is the pelvis to be level. And that usually means you're balancing on the shin and the seat actually does not touch down. You're actually balancing on the shin, right? Not outer leg. If you sit on the outer leg and the outer seat and you come forward, your pelvis is tilted, right? You fall to the inside of the back leg. You fall to the weight to the left side, right? Because we have the left leg forward. That is not a pigeon, right? If you're modifying, let's say you have some hip issues today. If you have some knee issues today, and you're modifying your pigeon because you don't want to put so much pressure into your knees, that's a whole different issue, right? Then you're modifying it into the pose, and you're just taking the shape and kind of going into it, and you're going very, very mindfully and not so much pressure. So that is a whole separate issue. If you're taking a proper pigeon, the pigeon has to be pelvis level so that when you come forward, you actually get the stretch to your glutes, right? That is the purpose of your pigeon. Openness into the hips and the glutes, stretching them, right? And you want to feel balanced. And this also then helps you, for those of you who are then working into variation. When you have the shin of the thigh 30 to 45 degrees, you're actually balancing on a triangle. When you're in a triangle, a tripod, you're much more balanced than a straight line, right? So I'm pretty good at this, so I'm balancing relatively easily. But if someone who's a little bit tighter, someone who's a little bit more beginner, right? This is almost impossible to balance. You see people going like this all the time, right? So do yourself a favor. Get a strong, solid foundation that will support you into all the different variations you're taking, requiring some level of structure and balance. All right, let's start the break. Walk your hands back in, tuck the right toes under, and press the back to the down dog. Right, and that is true with any pose. If you are balancing on anything, if you have a strong, solid structure, foundation, that's going to help you balance everything above. All right, second side. Right leg up. Draw the right knee in. Land that shin to the floor. You're in a pointed toe position on your right shin, right knee, right thigh, angles out 30 to 45 degrees. Hand supporting into left knee further back to lower your seat. So now your center of gravity is lower. Walk your hands back, elongate the spine. Feel for levelness, feel for lengthiness. Once you have all that measured out, make your way forward. Forearms down. Now, then, furthermore, for those of you who have a little bit of tension in the knees, when you turn the knees too far out to the side. So going towards 45 degrees with your thigh is too much. And it impinges on your knees and you don't feel comfortable. Then make it less than 45. 30 degrees is okay. It's still better than a straight line, right? That way, it'll be a little less weight on it. And also the slight torquing in the knee is less severe. So then it's more manageable for your knees to take the positioning into 30 degrees versus 45 degrees. So you still get the benefits of that triangle that we're working with. You're still getting the benefits of the levelness of the pelvis because of the shape of your foundation, right? And again, for those of you working with variations, this is where this triangle is where you find stability. Right? If you can manage to also get a little bit lower by drawing the left knee further back. Yeah, start there. Try again. You see how much more balanced that is? Because the higher up your pelvis, the harder it is to take that back foot off the floor to balance, right? Because you're so high. But if you lower the seat by inching your left knee further back, and you're much lower, one, because your knees are wider, that creates a more structurally sound foundation when you have more surface area, right? Then that makes it a lot easier. Also, your center of gravity is a little bit lower toward the floor. Makes everything a lot easier. So that's why in pigeon, you want to get into training for the flexibility of the hip before you go too far into variations, right? The lower you go with your hips, the wider your foundation, the more balanced you become because you're just much more structurally sound so that when you take things that are a little bit more complex, requiring more um, balance and counterbalancing, it's easier. All right, let's break. Walk your hands back in, tuck the left toes under for down dog and walk it out. All right, start to walk your feet forward towards your hands and taking the feet down. Let's work on reclining twist. Lowering onto your back. Left arm out to a T. Draw the left knee in and twist to the right. Take it back center. Switch legs. Switch arms. Twist the other direction. Again, take it back to center. Hugging both knees in. Step the feet to the floor. Slide the legs forward. Shavasana. Final relaxation. And let it all go. Feet are separated. Toes are turned out. Arms alongside the body. Palms straight up. Eyes are closed. And let everything go. And begin to draw the breath back in and start to move the fingers and the toes. Reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions. When you're ready, rolling over to the right and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Reconnecting to an even seat, a lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep, and let the neck be free. Inhale for all. together and pray. Bowing forward, feeling in the practice. And I'll come up. Namaste. Thank you for being here today. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. I appreciate your time. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the full streaming schedule, as well as my payment information for Venmo and for PayPal. Venmo is my preferred way of payment. My handle is Simha Yoga Lab. 4-digit ID code is 8096 if you're prompted for verification. Online classes are $10, $5 if you're having a difficult time. I'm streaming on Instagram and on Facebook, and the videos are then uploaded to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in taking in-studio classes here at 50 Regent in the observatory, please go to your website. Instructions are there on how to get here and how to register for class. Thank you so much. Be well. Thank you for being here.